This is Optimal Health Daily, episode 1331. Be Brilliant at the Basics by Harold Gibbons with markfisherfitness.com. And I'm Dr. Neil, your host and narrator. Hello, happy Saturday. Hope your weekend is off to a great start, and welcome back to Optimal Health Daily, or OHD, where I act as your narrator of popular health and fitness blogs and provide my commentary at the end. Now, don't forget, we have a bunch of shows covering a bunch of different topics. Just search for Optimal Living Daily in your podcast app to find them. And with that, let's get right to today's post and start optimizing your life. Be Brilliant at the Basics by Harold Gibbons with markfisherfitness.com. Full out equals brilliant at the basics. Let's talk about success. It's not likely to come from a lofty dream and lots of hoping. It comes from playing full out day in and day out. Our success is predicated on our ability to plan for the small picture while still seeing the big one. In fitness land, this means that we need to be brilliant at the basics. This is better than good. This is better than great. This is brilliant. We don't really live our health and hotness dreams by having a different dream every day or by eating from life's proverbial buffet. We best realize our health and hotness potential by consistently improving in several key areas. Today, we're going to look at movement as something that we can simplify to be successful. Exploring the infinite ways to move our bodies keeps many of us coming back for more, but for countless others, it can be absolutely paralyzing. How the do you know what to do? What it looks like. At Mark Fisher Fitness, our training uses every single muscle possible and maximizes the results in the process. How do we create a system to use the 600 muscles moving our 200 bones? Well, we take a page from the books of our friends Dan John and Gray Cook and create some buckets for all of our exercises to live in. These buckets help ensure that we're playing full out every day. These 6 buckets are hinge, squat, push, pull, carry, and core. In these 6 categories live every exercise that we use. Focusing on exercises that live in those buckets is what makes ninjas brilliant at the basics. It's been working so well for us that it can make planning your own workouts feel even smoother. Let's take everyone's favorite pattern, the hinge. It's not ostensibly better than any others, but our booty is the center of our hinge, and we're all about that base. Kettlebell swings have long been a staple of Mark Fisher Fitness workouts, and it's not just because they're sexy. It's because of the hinge. We've been building our hinge repertoire for years now, and you may even spot some ninjas doing double kettlebell swings, double kettlebell cleans, cheat cleans, and snatches in class. Each exercise has its own intricacies, but guess what? They're all hinges. While the number of exercises in each bucket can ebb and flow with each month of programming, the buckets themselves never change. This allows us to be consistent and calculated in what we do, ultimately getting better at it. Why does getting better at it even matter? Getting better is what we do every day. You greet each day with love in your heart. You play full out. How you do one thing is how you do everything, and what you do is get better. Quantify and qualify. In fitness land, we often measure getting better by quantifying what we do, which is super useful. Quantifying things is what we're used to. Counting more reps, using heavier weights, doing all of it more quickly. Having solid numbers to track makes it easy to follow the law of progressive overload, so we know when we're appropriately increasing our total work number. Over time, increasing what we do is one of the most important factors to continuous success. As important as it is to do more, it's equally as beneficial to qualify what we do. The ability to appropriately express movement is integral in our performing communities, and it's a great focus point for workouts as well. We may call it kalos sthenos, or beautiful movement. There's an elegance and grace that comes with each step of progress that we make while getting stronger. Regularly learning new exercises that live in each of our buckets help us use that bucket as a strong movement foundation so we can add fancy new variations. We find balance between the new variations that we learn while refreshing the movement pattern bucket that they come from. In classes at Mark Fisher Fitness each month, we celebrate some of the basics that live in the center of our buckets. The Big Six. The best way to celebrate our bodies at Mark Fisher Fitness is to make sure that we're getting better at the basics. On any given day, we spend time reviewing our kettlebell swings, goblet squats, push-ups, bent over rows, split squats, and planks. These Big Six have always been the foundation of our classes, and we can always get better at them. Remember, we want to be brilliant at the basics. There are infinite ways to move our bodies, and we see the beauty there. We also see the beauty in building buckets to keep related movements, ones that structure our movement experience just enough that we can rely on these key exercises as benchmarks for our movement progress. Utilizing our Big Six exercises or grouping exercises into the same movement buckets can help simplify your strategy for success and help you focus more on what really matters, being a better you every day. Now, let's become brilliant at the basics. You just listened to the post titled, Be Brilliant at the Basics by Harold Gibbons with markfisherfitness.com. Now, being nauseated is the worst. Feeling sick like that is debilitating, especially if I want to work out or need to teach a class. But luckily, Relief Band is available. A technology developed over 20 years ago in hospitals to relieve nausea from patients, and the only over-the-counter wearable device used in hospitals and oncology clinics to treat nausea and vomiting. It's 100% drug-free and non-drowsy, plus clinically proven and FDA cleared to relieve and effectively prevent nausea and vomiting. I have family members using it now who are hooked because it brings them peace of mind when riding in cars or when feeling anxious. It makes a great gift for the person you know who feels sick from anxiety, migraines, motion sickness, and more. As the world's opening back up, don't let the fear of nausea keep you on the sidelines. Right now, Relief Band has an exclusive offer just for Optimal Health Daily listeners. If you go to reliefband.com and use promo code OHD, you'll receive 20% off plus free shipping and a no questions asked 30-day money-back guarantee. So head to reliefband.com and use our promo code OHD for 20% off plus free shipping. Dr. Neal here for my commentary. When we make the decision to improve our bodies, being patient can be really difficult. We want results to be like Amazon Prime. I have declared I want something, and I want it to be here the next day at the latest. And in our impatience, we may end up trying to progress too fast. We may skip steps, and sometimes that can lead to delays in reaching our ultimate goals. How, you may ask? Well, when it comes to fitness, it can lead to injury. As Harold described in today's post, it may lead to imbalances, meaning certain muscle groups may end up getting too much attention, think arms and chest, while others get ignored, think the entire rest of the body. So if we lose track of the basics, like forgetting that we need to train the muscles in our lower back and in our abs, our hamstrings and quadriceps, our back and chest, and incorporate a variety of movements when strengthening each of these, we are building a stronger foundation. A foundation that will help keep us feeling great and staying active for years to come. That's why the basics are so important. Perform the basic moves perfectly and regularly to create that solid, balanced foundation. Then you can start incorporating some of those fancier moves. All right, that'll do it for today. Thank you so much for listening. Have a wonderful weekend if you're listening in real time. And I'll see you back here tomorrow for the Sunday show and where your optimal life awaits.